Welcome back.
And welcome back, like a somebody. This is the game.
Hey, man. Welcome back.
And welcome back, like a somebody.
Want to welcome back Gary after his hiatus. Yay,
What's
Gary.
up? What's up? What's up, people?
Yay. Oh, my God. I'm excited. Gary's back.
What's going on, people? What's going on? It's been a while.
Yes, it has. I'm still here. Don't be scared.
So what's going on, you guys?
Agenda, people. This is podcast episode 13.
Ooh, lucky number 13.
Channel. In case you guys haven't noticed, we would definitely like for everybody to subscribe back to this page.
Subscribe.
We had to start a new channel up for obvious reasons, but that's
For technical issues.
Technical issues and obvious reasons.
So subscribe, like, share, tell your friends, comment, talk to us,
and give us a little bit of that New York style. Give us
yeah. Hashtag year down at the bottom. Hashtag year. For those not from New York, that's YE or exclamation.
YE.
So today we have we're just gonna skim through a couple of things, like the small stuff. The big thing of this podcast is gonna be Nintendo news and E3 speculations and anime, like new stuff that we've been watching, games that we've been playing. So we're gonna start off with the small things that I'm gonna just breeze through for everybody. Garden sales at the beginning hit in 3 days. They hit, I believe it was 2.9 or 3.1 million. 3.1 million copies sold through the consumers, and a month later they're at 5 million. So congratulations to the good folks at Sony Santa Monica. That game is amazing. It does have a nice cliffhanger if you haven't beat the game yet, but it's definitely worth the time. So I would definitely tell people to check it out if they can.
No spoilers. No spoilers. No surprise there. I feel like anything that comes, if you see a gaming company that has like Santa Monica or somewhere that's not here in the game is gonna be amazing. I feel like there was no surprise. I mean, 2 days after playing the game, people were screaming "Game of the Year." An hour in, people were screaming "Game of the Year."
And that game is definitely memorable because of that cliffhanger it leaves at the end.
Spoilers, but yeah.
Yeah. In other news, Deep Down has been trademarked, extended again by Capcom. Deep Down, the extension trademark has been extended once again by Capcom, and planned that the development is still ongoing. If you guys don't remember what Deep Down is, that game was announced at the beginning of the PlayStation 4's life cycle as one of the titles that was supposed to come out. I'm pretty sure that the reason why it hasn't come out yet is because the PS4 at that point in time was not too powerful. Like, not the dev kit PS4, but the regular consumer PS4s, because the dev kit PS4 had more stuff in it. So I think that's probably what the main issue was. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was it.
Capcom, listen to me. Drop whatever you're doing and just give us Mega Man, Resident Evil, and Monster Hunter. Just that's it. You do that, and we golden. Stop working on everything else. You guys just made a comeback with Monster Hunter World. Don't fuck it up with any other games. Let's just keep it at those 3 games, and you guys are golden.
Speaking of Monster Hunter World, let's not forget that in a couple of weeks we get to see Monster Hunter Ultimate Generations.
Oh yeah.
On the Nintendo Switch.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how, like, I know I've been saying I was gonna get a Nintendo Switch, but that's my main reason now. I have no excuse.
A heads up for those that who got into Monster Hunter through Monster Hunter World. This is like taking that game, and their easiest difficulty is the hardest difficulty in World. Like, this is a true Monster Hunter game. There's no hand holding with generated herbs made into potions. No, this is the core Monster Hunter game that people were hyping back when you didn't even know what Monster Hunter was.
Pretty much what Gary said. And
So,
in other news, oh, go ahead. You were gonna say something?
No. I was just gonna say it's gonna be hard and it's gonna be fun.
I actually think it's gonna be worth it because you get to just be outside around your friends and play Monster Hunter in a park and stuff. So that's gonna be worth it on its own merit alone. I
mean that's just the beauty of the Switch.
Oh yeah, definitely. Honestly, I don't even think I can see myself hooking the Switch up to my TV.
I never do.
I feel like I'm gonna really be on the go with that.
I never do, which is the good thing that they're starting out. They're gonna start out in Japan selling the Switch itself without the port to home console. I feel like it's gonna be a test in Japan. It's gonna sell out like crazy, and they're gonna bring it over here to the West.
Yeah, pretty much. Normally, stuff like that happens a year after.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised. And in other news, normally when leaks happen, the companies tend to deny them, but this is the first time that Ubisoft actually dropped the trailer straight after. So I think they're taking a page from Bethesda's book, where someone had got Assassin's Creed Odyssey information prior to the announced date of the E3. And they dropped it, and then right after that, like no longer than 2 hours later, the official Assassin's Creed Twitter page dropped a trailer that says "See you at E3, Assassin's Creed Odyssey," with a guy doing a Sparta kick and kicking one of the enemies off of the side of a cliff.
I feel like we live, because of social media and because of how we're connected, I feel like we live in a generation of planned leaks. And I feel like this was one of them.
Yeah, that could literally have been a planned leak, kind of like the Bethesda leak with Rage 2.
Yep.
That was a beautiful leak, though, because Rage 2 looks like Mad Max and Doom had a baby.
Mad Max, Doom, and if I'm not mistaken, Twisted Metal. I got very Twisted Metal from that.
Nah, but mine was because of the cars. Mad Max and the character models, some of them, not all of them, look like character models from Doom. So I was like really hyped to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I definitely can't wait to play that. I don't think it's gonna be out this year though, which I hope it does, because the way Bethesda does things, they'll show games that they have coming out this year. They won't show it if it's not coming out this year. So, if it isn't coming out this year, that'll be a big shock to me.
I'll save my speculation for Bethesda when we start talking about E3, because I kind of feel like I know their game plan, like what they're going to show and in which order they're going to show it.
Yeah, most likely.
Which, we could talk about it now. This is what Bethesda is going to do. And you guys, when we do a podcast, close to and after the aftermath of E3, we'll go back and we'll correct, or we'll, gloat a little bit that our predictions came true. Bethesda's going to shoot it off with Fallout 76. That's going to be their opening. Then they're going to talk about Rage. Then
honestly,
following,
save this for the E3 speculation, and we should have started off with that.
Sure? All right.
It's going to be nice. It will be nice to just have all of us put our input into.
All right, so we'll save this. We'll save it. We'll definitely save it. We'll save it.
But another leak came, but this definitely, I don't think this was a planned leak. More so as it's always Microsoft who drop shit inside the Microsoft store. So when you go to pre-order Red Dead Redemption 2 from the Microsoft store, it tells you the pre-order bonuses that you get. So it says the Warhorse, Outlaw Survival Kit, cash bonus for Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode, bonus GTA $500,000 to spend immediately in Grand Theft Auto Online after pre-ordering your copy of Red Dead Redemption 2 through the Microsoft Store. The GTA $500,000 bonus cash can be downloaded by searching for $500,000 for Grand Theft Auto Online on the Microsoft Store. In addition, pre-order by July 31st, 2018 to get an exclusive treasure map for Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode. And the synopsis reads like this. America 1899, the end of the Wild West era has begun as lawmen hunt down the last remaining outlaw gangs. Those who will not surrender or succumb are killed. After a robbery goes badly wrong in the western town of Blackwater, Arthur Morgan and the Vanderlyn gang are forced to flee, with federal agents and the best bounty hunters in the nation massing on their heels. The gang must rob, steal, and fight their way across the rugged heartland of America in order to survive. As deepening internal divisions threaten to tear the gang apart, Arthur must make a choice between his own ideals and loyalty to the gang who raised him. From the creators of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 is an epic tale of life in America at the dawn of the modern age. So yeah, that was straight from the Microsoft page.
I feel like Red Dead Redemption 2 is gonna be full-on Wild Wild West.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
I think it's gonna, like, honestly, between Red Dead Redemption 2, I would say Spider-Man PS4 and God of War, there's looking like to be like some crazy contenders for Game of the Year this year.
The one thing that I did kind of take out of it from the synopsis and from the pre-order bonuses that got leaked, it kind of sounds like there's not going to be an online to that if they're still boasting up GTA Online.
Nah, you know what I think? You remember when GTA first came out? There was no online until October.
Do you think there's going to be something around like that?
It's going to be something similar to that because they want you to play the online first. I mean, they want you to play the story first.
Yeah.
Think about it. When people get GTA now, what do? They don't play the story. They go straight to the online.
But I mean, I also understand that. But I mean, if you were to compare like what they could do with Red Dead Redemption Online compared to GTA 5 Online, I mean, what makes GTA Online so prosperous and so is the things that you can buy. You know, you go to GameStop, you go to whichever retail you want to go, hashtag for GameStop. You go to wherever you want to go, you get, you know, the online currency to buy new cars. Like, how would that transfer over to a Wild Wild West style kind of game? Unless you make
that's a good question.
Unless you make the online like this kind of like what's the name of that show? Westworld.
Yeah.
Where you.
So.
Honestly, you know, I can even go deeper and say maybe they'll connect GTA Online with Red Dead Redemption in a way where you bring your character over to this kind of Westworld kind of game park, and it takes you back to the Wild Wild West, and kind of like have the two accounts connected. Because if I'm not mistaken, I haven't played GTA Online for a while, but you have to sign up and like add your email and stuff, right? When you're creating your character.
Yeah.
Maybe they're gonna connect their games that way.
Maybe.
In other news, Joe Russo, the director of Avengers Infinity War, Community Plus More, to attend E3 this year. So that was just announced at the E3 Twitter account. Just announced that for E3 Coliseum, Avengers Infinity War director Joe Russo and Epic Games Worldwide Creative Director Donald Mustard will speak at Worlds Collide, a special panel on storytelling and world building in games, movies, and more at e3expo.com. That was posted on May 25th.
That's cool.
So hopefully, I mean, maybe I wouldn't be surprised if something from the Marvel Universe is actually, because remember, not too long ago, Marvel said that they were giving some of their, they were licensing out some of their characters to different game publishers because they want a piece of that gaming pie. So you already got one with, like you got two actually. You got Square Enix and Sony. Sony already has their hand in Spider-Man. So now you have Square Enix who's making the Avengers game. So now I'm curious to see, like, maybe they might announce something for Epic Games to make, like maybe like a Thor game or a Hulk game or something. Because I mean, with that Epic engine, I wouldn't be surprised. The Unreal Engine, I mean.
I didn't even know that they were trying to make an Avengers game with Square Enix. When you said Square Enix, I thought Kingdom Hearts, because you know Kingdom Hearts banks off Disney characters, and since Disney bought Marvel, you know, there's always been that speculation that you might see like the Marvel characters in Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's where my mind went when you said that.
Oh, wow. They gave licensing for the Avengers game to Square Enix. They wanted to be something along the line. So think of something when you think of an Avengers game by Square Enix. Go back and play Final Fantasy 15, and you may have an idea of what you may be getting yourself into with an Avengers game. Because you see how that dynamic between Noctis is with his 4 brothers.
Yeah.
Obviously including himself. To see an Avengers game on that scale with that type of world building and fighting bosses that way, I definitely would play the hell out of that.
Oh no, of course. But it's also funny that you not only that you worded it that way, but you're kind of saying, in other words, like Square Enix has the Avengers.
Yeah.
You know, regardless if they make their own standalone game. And with what I just said about Kingdom Hearts, I'm almost, you know, like my speculation just went up from like 50% to like 72% that we're going to see the Avengers in Kingdom Hearts.
Don't be surprised if you do, because I know for a fact, as a matter of fact, I'm going to save this for when we talk about E3 stuff, but just, you know, stay tuned for those watching the stream. We have more stuff to come in this. But, you know, on to other stuff. Gary won't be able to attend with us, folks. So it'll be me and Alvin, aka Joker NYC. Follow him on all social media platforms. But we're going through to the E3 2018 showcase on Monday, June 11th at 6 p.m. PDT, which is roughly 9 p.m. Eastern time in New York. It's the PlayStation E3 experience live in the theaters. So just in case folks didn't know, we will be going live on the TheGamiingKult Instagram page, getting, you know, free gifts and stuff. And we will be live and giving live updates through the Twitter account. So follow us on Twitter as well. It's definitely going to be, you know, a fun E3 presence because, you know, we can't make it there this year, but I do hope to have a vacation time and go to California next year for the actual E3.
I'd like to do that as well.
Because next year I'll have 3 weeks vacation time, and I'll definitely use my vacation time for that.
No, definitely.
In other news, we also have some more details from Anthem. Like, prior to E3, like the last week of May, we was getting bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb of just E3 info prior to EA's Play event. So here are some of the bullet points. We're getting a new trailer, that's right. We're delivering an unseen trailer that delves into the dangerous world of Anthem. You'll get a glimpse into the stories, character, and monsters that bring the game to life. So just to weigh in on this right here, this is from the EA.com website that has 5 things posted. What I would like to but what I would like to tell people is I feel like Anthem is going to be showed first at EA Play and then the Microsoft conference. So just know you're going to see something at the EA Play first and then at Microsoft conference, since Anthem is going to have marketing exclusivity for Xbox. Expect to see some crazy stuff, and maybe they'll have like a behind the doors thing for like press. So that's another reason why I wish that I was able to go to E3 this year, because I would have definitely went to E3 and got myself a press pass so I could get access into that Microsoft stuff.
Wait, hold on, time out. Marketing exclusivity is not
the same thing that PlayStation has with Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, wait. Time out. Anthem is not a Microsoft exclusive?
No, it's not exclusive.
No, not exclusive.
Oh my god.
Somebody stressed.
He thought it was exclusive to the Xbox.
Bro, what is Microsoft doing?
Nah, it's not exclusive to the Xbox, but it will have marketing rights. So whenever you see a commercial, there's always going to be an Xbox logo.
I'm sorry, but I'm not playing. Yo, Anthem was going to be the only reason I dust off my Xbox. I am not playing Anthem on my Xbox if it's going out for PlayStation. That's not happening.
You know that? Like, let's say, remember last generation, all of EA's games were marketed through PlayStation. So Battlefield 3 was marketed through PlayStation and had exclusive content.
And where did people play Battlefield on PlayStation?
Yeah, a majority of people played Battlefield on between PS3 and PC.
Hey guys,
I swear to God, I swear I thought Anthem was Microsoft exclusive. Yo,
no, it's not.
What are they showing?
Listen. We have a Patreon on YouTube. Wants to know if we're going to be talking about Fallout 76. I told them yes, to stay live.
Definitely.
That was it.
Oh, definitely. Biggest Fallout fan over here, followed by True. I think True has like a whole bunch of Fallout paraphernalia over there. But definitely, we would definitely be talking about Fallout 76 and our thoughts on it, and as well as where
my little guys here, yeah.
his little brother.
That's a little Volt boy. That's my friend, my homie. The next thing that I would like to bring up.
We'll go back to Anthem, by the way, because this blew my mind.
We definitely will.
We'll go back to that.
Yeah.
Actually, no, this is still on Anthem. I want to finish reading the excerpts from the EA.com page. I'm posting all of these links in the description. So once we get to the E3 stuff, it'll be more to speak about. But more gameplay. Last year, we showed off some of the core gameplay that you can expect from Anthem: flying, fighting, and of course, collecting loot. And this year, we're happy to show off some more. Tune in to see it all. Combat Showcase. One thing we'll be showing in depth this time around is combat. The power of the Javelin exosuit will be on full display as players take to the most ferocious enemies seen yet. Developer insight. The dev team at BioWare has been hard at work, and now they're ready to show it off in person. Here's some of the guiding principles that have shaped the development of Anthem as BioWare General Manager Casey Hudson, Executive Producer Mark Dara, and lead writer Kathleen Rostart. That's a hard name to pronounce. Anyway, Rooster Teeth take the stage. A look behind the curtain. Along with hearing the developers themselves, we'll be showing off some concept production art of Anthem. You'll get a chance to see the craftsmanship that has built this incredible world from the ground up. Be sure to tune in right at 11 a.m. PDT so you won't miss a minute of this momentous live event. Directly after the show, head back to Anthem homepage for even more news on the game features. So it's going to be a lot of stuff revealed. And
this is my thing. I feel like I'm sorry, Alvin, go.
No, wait. I was say like 11 a.m.
early 2019 for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
11 a.m. PDT.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
11 p.m. or 11 a.m. PDT is 2 p.m. in Eastern time. In case you're doing it.
Word too? Oh, I could tune in on that. I clock out that too.
Yeah.
But
I got something for you, Gary. Right after.
I love the fact that they give love to the developers. And what I love when they showcase, I love when they show the tidbits of how the game came together and all that stuff, and how hardworking the developers came. But bros, if you're not a Hideo Kojima, I don't want to see you on that stage. If you're not a Phil Spicer or someone important, I don't need you on that stage. I need to see games.
Phil Spencer.
Yeah, Phil Spencer, Spicer,
Phil
something
Spencer.
white. But
some way.
I don't want to see like when you bring out someone who did I forgot his name. Crap. The Evil Within, who was the creator of Resident Evil. There it is. You bring him out, that's hype. You bring out Hideo Kojima, that's hype. Nintendo. I feel like the only people that are allowed to do that is Nintendo because
No, don't just say Nintendo. When fucking Bruce Straley walks on stage from Naughty Dog, the crowd goes crazy.
Oh no, yeah, that's another big name.
That's true.
That's another big name. But when you bring out these random developers, and especially from EA, they haven't had a really good year.
Casey Hudson will wait. He's been there since the first Mass Effect, so he got weight. However, the other people
I'll give it to him.
Those other people,
I'll give it to him. Casey Hudson can come out.
The other people don't.
if he come out, he gotta explain what happened to the last Mass Effect. He can't just come out
They
there.
already explained that.
Like what I'm saying is it hasn't been a good year for EA for them to be like, hey, you know what? Let's bring out a whole bunch of developers. Like, nah, like, bro, you're not a Sakurai. You didn't create a whole new genre of video games.
Shit, he shouldn't.
Damn.
Like, you got what I'm saying? With Sakurai, who made Smash Brothers, comes out, it is hype. But you bringing out these random people. That's the thing that I have with EA and as well as Microsoft when, you know, Sony will showcase a game, give out trailers, give a shout out to devs, and it's about the game. You know, you don't feel like, oh, then, you know, Microsoft be bringing out cars and stuff onto their showcasing for what? Like, that's not what I'm trying to see right now.
One last thing I would like to bring up is NVIDIA will probably launch their next gaming GPU line before August 20th. So that's for you, Al.
What?
NVIDIA's next line, the 11A line, will be launching most likely before August 20th.
Yes, that is, yes. This is true. There's a lot of speculation about it. A lot of miners should have their eye on it because it's a pretty powerful piece of equipment. Is actually, some of them are actually focused.
I'm just kind of scared about that because people are, if they still doing a bit mining, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, but they made some of these cards specifically for them, so that way the consumers that you know that just want to buy it to game and all that stuff, that way we'll still have a decent amount of things,
and we don't get hurt by it.
Exactly, and but thanks to that announcement and how close that the release date is, a lot of video cards have been coming down in prices. So if anybody's been looking to upgrade, now will be the time. You know, if you have a little extra cash.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, every time I tune in, and also when I'm on the podcast, I learn more about the components that it comes into gaming. Because, you know, we, as a gamer, we talk about graphics, we talk about story. But it's cool to break down the components that actually puts all those things together, which is what you bring to the table.
Yeah, you know. I saw everybody on the, you know, in the chat, on the Facebook page and everything. If anybody needs help or have any questions about it, feel free to ask.
You go to Joker. You go to Joker for all of that.
I have no problem answering questions. But yeah, but thanks to that announcement, though, we're finally seeing GPU prices lowering down. Also, the shortage of RAM has also been is being addressed.
Me, I got RAM.
Yeah, oh, you got RAM? Thanks.
Yeah. He sounded like that kid from back in the class, like, I got RAM.
Yeah, exactly. So, so they're actually addressing that issue as well, because there's been a shortage of RAM as well, and whomever can find RAM, it's like an arm and a leg plus more, you know. So
that's what scares me about getting into like PC building and like that is those small little tidbits. The fact that it's kind of like stocks. You gotta like know when to dive in and start buying components and stuff like that.
Of course, there's a lot of websites that have like algorithms for that actually follow a lot of like pricing and like, you know, when it fluctuates. When's a good time to buy? When isn't a good time to buy?
That'd be cool if you get a chance to put that down in the description, you know, in case anybody's interested.
Let me see if I can find that actually. So, but it's I know it's available. I know it's around.
So, True, what's next?
And where is it? So yeah, the last thing on the schedule before we get to the E3 speculations is God of War is on track to become the fastest game to reach 1 billion views on YouTube.
I believe it, man. I feel like
that's
just
crazy
that first...
because no game has ever broken that.
Well, the thing is, on top of everything, you know, I feel like GTA would have made it had streaming been as popular as it is now.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, God of War came in at the perfect time where gaming, I feel like all nerdy concepts are being appreciated by the mass hysteria.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
there's
you know,
people,
like...
There's people getting into gaming that never held a controller in their life.
Yep.
But they're doing it because a lot of them see trailers for God of War and they're like, oh, this shit is fucking crazy. So
especially since a lot of people were kind of weird with God of War with the direction they were going to, and I feel like, you know, we in our old channel, we put up the first hour of gameplay. I feel like that first hour that everybody threw out was a selling point that helped Santa Monica reach that goal.
Yeah, that's true.
True. And last but not least, I wanted to throw this little gem in there for all of the Xbox players. This is so far the list of OG Xbox games that are backwards compatible on Xbox One X.
Bro,
so you got the game Black. You got Black.
Yes.
Blinks the Time Sweeper. Blood Rain 2. Breakdown.
Yes.
Conquer
I'm about
Live
to make it Blood Rain. I'm about to make it Rain Blood right now. Like, really? Like, this is all Microsoft could throw at us right now? Really? Backwards compatibility?
Listen. This is just something, man.
No, I'm sorry, man.
What the palette?
Crimson Skies, High Road to Revenge, Dead to Rights, Destroy All Humans, The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, Full Spectrum Warrior, Fusion Frenzy, Rad by the Ghoulies, Hunter the Reckoning, Jade Empire, King of Fighters Neo Wave. I'm hyped for that one. Yeah. Mercenaries Playground of Destruction, MX Unleashed, Ninja Gaiden Black, Panzer Dragoon Orta, Panzer Elite Action Fields of Glory, Prince of Persia The Sands of Time, Psychonauts, Red Faction 2, Sid Meier's Pirates, SSX 3, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, Star Wars Jedi Fighter, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 Sith Lords, and Star Wars Republic Commando. Bro, I don't know about y'all, but I do like some of those games. I do. I
do too, but this is what Microsoft is doing with their time. Instead of coming out with new IPs and trying to get exclusives.
They're getting new IPs out. They're just waiting until after E3.
This is what they're doing with their time?
All right, you know what? Fine. Let's talk about Pokemon. We're gonna go into the E3 speculations now.
Don't be trying to come at Nintendo like they in the same level as Microsoft.
Pokemon.
You're like,
no,
you're like
lower.
hold on. You're like,
lower.
No. I feel all right. Come on. Man.
Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Switch announced coming November 16th, 2018.
Anybody tuning in right now? Anybody tuning in?
Wait.
We're gonna come back. Wait, hold up. We're gonna come back to this after E3, and you guys are gonna see what I'm just saying right now. This is gonna go definite. Nintendo is taking E3. They taking it. I'm telling you this off the bat. Second place to that.
You didn't even let me finish the other stuff because no one knows about it.
Get that out of here. I mean,
some people probably do know about it, but not everybody. But the only thing I don't like about the price for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu is just $60 for a Pokemon Go. I don't think I would pay that. What? I think they should have been $39 to $49 a piece.
Bro, this is the first time we're gonna get like a three-way hybrid game. This is a game that you could play at home on your console, right? Then you can take. Hold on, because it's one of the options. You can connect it to your TV. You can play it. Second,
I'm going to find myself around New York City, and y'all are coming with me.
You could take it outside, and then third, this will be actually the first game ever to be compatible with a mobile game that isn't something about checking stats or buying VC or whatever it is.
Can I ask you a question, though?
Go ahead.
Are you going with me to Central Park to catch a Lapras, though?
Of course we are. Not only am I going,
I don't know what crazy motherfucker gonna be sitting in their house. Excuse my French, but I'm going outside to play Pokemon Go just like I did when the mobile game came out.
Not only remember, it's Pokemon Let's Go. You got to be specific before these people crucify you.
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Let's Go.
Pokemon Go, Eevee, and Pikachu.
Not only will I go with you to Central Park to go catch a Lapras, we're going to specifically yell out random Pokemon just to get the crowd over to one side and record it.
Oh, that's messed up. So, for those of you tuning in, just remember Gary said it.
Like we're surrounded by Charmanders, and it's like, oh, crap.
So just don't look at the black guy and be like, it was the nigger, you got it.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I said that.
You're going to have to go on camera to show people that you're actually black before we go ahead and get...
Yeah, exactly.
I get to say shit like that.
Oh,
all right.
Sometimes.
Midnight.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you
I
guys.
don't say that all the time. I just want to. I want a little ahead of myself.
All right. You got a little too hype up, you bleaching bastard.
I really did. Shut up. Here's the features and differences from core games. Also, I'm pretty sure all of us have been called that at least once on Xbox Live. So let's not act like that's something new.
But like I was saying, remember, this will be the first time where this is gonna matter in the game.
Oh, heck yeah.
This is the first time that this is an app for a game where it's not, stat wise or like it's none of that. You have to buy currency. No, your phone is gonna be part of the game.
Yeah.
So for those people that like me who held on to Pokemon Go, it's gonna matter. It's gonna make a big difference.
Oh, it's gonna matter, Dan.
Pokemon, here's the features and differences from core games. Pokemon Go like catching, so you can catch with the Joy-Cons, or you can purchase this Pokeball joystick that they sell separately for I believe it's $50, $60. It's the same price as the game, but it's a controller and it looks like a Pokeball and you can throw it and it comes with like a wrist strap and everything.
I'm definitely getting that.
I
can only imagine that's gonna sell out immediately.
Bro,
so,
when we were kids watching Pokemon or Digimon, you always wanted a Pokeball just to carry around, and you don't have one that's gonna like talk like make the sounds of whatever Pokemon you decide to put inside of it. Bro, that's gonna be my accessory. That's gonna be my accessory all the time.
Let me catch my Abra. Let's see what's going on. Oh man. Hey, what do you guys think about that Call of Duty stuff, man?
Hold on, we're not getting to Call of Duty yet. You can't just Call of Duty. I'm not finished the features and differences.
Yeah, he still hasn't even talked about co-op.
Fine, keep going.
You can use Nintendo Switch's Joy-Con to toss a Pokeball at your target with one hand, either by pressing a button or flicking your wrist. Pokemon Box is no longer only accessible through your PC at the Pokemon centers, but rather you can check the Pokemon and make switches from anywhere through your bag. Oh, that's actually pretty dope.
They got the Deadpool bag.
From Pokemon Go to the Switch games, inspired by Yellow, not a remake. Following Pokemon Return, Eevee and Pikachu customization. Eevee and Pikachu do not evolve. You can catch another Pikachu or Eevee and evolve them though. No random battles. Local co-op while playing using one Joy-Con. Another player can shake the second Joy-Con and join as a support.
I am getting my girlfriend into Pokemon because of this game.
I
was so hyped when they shook that little Joy-Con. Continue.
Christ, you more hyped than me.
I am.
The player can help you catch Pokemon. Oh, I didn't see that. That's different. The player that picks up the other Joy-Con can help you catch other Pokemon too. They can battle alongside you. Thanks to the Switch, you can have multiple save files, up to 8 accounts.
That's cool. You don't have to be deleting stuff.
Exactly. Pokeball Plus device announced $50. No wild battles. You can only battle Pokemon trainers. OG 151 available plus Alolan forms. No HMs. If the Pokemon is big enough, you can ride it. Pause.
Wait, hold on. They said no. Oh, quick pause. They said no.
So no surf, no fly. Yeah.
They said no wild, like no random battles.
Yeah, no wild battles.
That's weird because they showed that you'll be able to see the Pokemon in the tall grass. Maybe they said no random. Maybe they said no random as like you going into the tall grass and a random Pokemon coming, because they showed like a Ponyta and like a Pidgey in the grass. So maybe they're saying like specific like patches of grasses you'll be able to see the Pokemons in.
Maybe
like Pokemon Go, but better. I'm sorry, Mike.
It's okay. There's no Pokemon breeding and therefore no eggs. And Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
So why are we gonna catch a Ditto for?
Yeah, I don't know. One completely never before seen Pokemon will be in game. Online requires Nintendo Switch Online subscription. There's local and online trading with friends. No global trade station, Wonder Trade, and no battle spot.
Okay, I have to add to the rumor mill on this. That special Pokemon is being rumored. Don't quote me on this. I be 100% with you guys when I tell
Everybody
you to quote me on something.
Make sure y'all quote him.
Don't quote me on this.
Quote
But
Sleepy.
the big speculation that special Pokemon, depending on which game you get, is going to either be a new evolution for Pikachu or a new evolution for Eevee. Supposedly, that's what they're saying.
That does make sense with the rumors that I heard, because the rumors I heard was that when they were making Pikachu, he originally had 3 forms, but then they made just 2, and then when the new games came out, they had Pichu, which was a previous
pre-evolution.
Yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
So we might get something past Raichu, and we might get another evolution from like the 100 millions that Eevee has.
Yeah. Version exclusive Pokemon will exist in Let's Go, like the many Pokemon games before it. Battling and trading are both available online and locally, but online ranked battles will not be available. As for the Nintendo Switch online service launching in August, Masuda said that they don't have any plans to utilize the online service right now. The only thing I don't like about Nintendo, and I'm always say this, no matter how good they do at games, they don't know shit about online. Like at all. They don't know shit about online.
All right. Hold on.
Listen, it's true. I'm not saying they bad at gaming. They're great with their game, but they don't know jack shit about online. They're like the grandparents who you give a phone to and they don't know how to use it.
Wrong. You are wrong.
It's not wrong. Listen, how are you saying it's wait? Listen. How are you saying it's wrong when these are the same people who said that having big bulky headphones was stupid, but then you got to connect your phone to your Switch to another port so you can have the list of your friends on your phone, and then your headphones have to connect to the Switch. It's like y'all doing too much.
All right, hold on. That's gonna go to what my response is gonna be. For you to say that Nintendo doesn't know nothing about online, you're completely wrong. All right.
The thing they do it with online is
listen. They just don't prefer online. Wrong. They just don't prefer online. Understand this, and Al, you have a Switch yourself.
Yeah.
Out of all 3 systems, no lie, the Switch online when you're trying to play with somebody is as smooth as any other system.
I haven't really gone online with the Switch, but
I
have seen it. My little cousin, he's played while I was next to him. You know, like online, Splatoon and all that. I'm surprised by how smooth it does run.
I've played with people using their broadband on their phone.
I'm not talking about that.
And it's that smooth as a PlayStation connected by Ether cable.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you understand what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the way they have. Yeah, they might not prefer it, but for you to say that they don't have any plans to utilize the online service, this is a Pokemon game. It's not their core game. It's simple to put that in there.
But it's not their core game. Understand that this is what we're getting a taste of. This, from what I got from this, they're rebooting the Pokemon system, the Pokemon game. We got a taste of it with X and Y, then all the rehash. This is the hard reboot of the game. So the actual core Pokemon game that we're going to get, which is stated for 2019, if I'm not mistaken, that is going to be the one that's going to have online. This is to grab the new generation of people that their closest game to Pokemon will probably be Pokemon X and Y.
Or probably Pokemon Go.
Exactly, probably Pokemon Go. Remember, there was the tablet babies. This is who they're trying to get before they give us the hardcore Pokemon game. Because at the end of the day, Pokemon is one of their best-selling games because not only do they sell the games to like us, the Pokemon sells merchandise.
I mean, obviously.
And I can even go up to say it probably sells more merchandise than Mario does, because they have the toys, they have the toys, they have the
Japanese like cute things.
Yeah, they have the toys.
Don't have a lot of cute shit prior to Pokemon.
So I feel like this game is gonna get the girlfriends into Pokemon. Well, not the girlfriends, also the boyfriends that don't game. We're not sexist over here, but my girlfriend's not a gamer. This is gonna get her to play Pokemon with me. So once they drop that new Pokemon game,
did she ever play Pokemon Go with you?
Yes.
Then there you go.
She catches Pokemon. She catches Pokemon me. She catches Pokemon for me while I drive.
There you go. That's
She's definitely got to catch it.
Now that's love.
She's gonna get a Switch. Just saying.
We share the Switch. We share the Switch, but she does want one.
This is a rumor, but chances are it'll actually happen at Nintendo's conference. Dragon Ball FighterZ, Fortnite. I believe that is going to happen because if you see the little list that has all of the games in it, Monster Hunter Ultimate is in there, and so is Mario Tennis Aces, and FIFA 19, and Killer Queen Black, and Starlink Battle for Atlas. That was the Ubisoft title. So the first game on that list, though, is Dragon Ball FighterZ, Fortnite, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, FIFA 19, Killer Queen Black, Starlink Battle for Atlas, Paladins, Overcooked 2, and Mario Tennis Aces. So I feel like they're gonna announce Fortnite at that. That to me, that alone, that little lineup right there, is eligible to win. I mean, this is how I see E3 going. Nintendo winning.
All right, we're on the same page with that.
And Microsoft coming in last. The only reason why I say Sony coming in second is because we finally get to see gameplay of Death Stranding, and we finally get to see more info, and they get to break silence on the full. Like you're gonna see
not only gameplay from Death Stranding,
info drop of Spider-Man. Like
not only gameplay from Death Stranding. If the leaks are to be rumored, the leaks that are rumored to be true, we're gonna get gameplay from Death Stranding from Kojima himself.
Yeah,
supposedly, but that's big. But no, yeah, Nintendo's definitely taking it this year. You know, they have a free tournament coming up for Aces beforehand to get people hyped for it. Then they have the ARMS tournament going on, followed by the Smash Brothers tournament. Not the old Wii U Smash Brothers. This is the one coming out for the Nintendo Switch. The Metroid 4 is supposed to be shown or you know, teased. They're supposed to tease Pikmin 4 as well. They got a lot of games that you know, we're supposedly supposed to see another Luigi's Mansion. Don't quote me on that, but they've been in the works for something like that. Nintendo's definitely gonna take it. They're gonna take it. The fact that, you know what I love about them showing Pokemon Let's Go now, it means they're not gonna be so hung up on it when it comes to E3. Meaning they have something to show, something we haven't seen yet. Whether it's gonna be, you know, Metroid 4 or whatever it is, they have something. They're gonna have that. Hold on, there's one more thing. Aside from showing us new characters for Smash, they're gonna have one thing that I don't like, that my theory is with Nintendo, they're gonna focus heavily on their online subscription. And what could probably save that segment, which is gonna probably take up most of the time of their E3, what could possibly save it if they announce, if they focus on the eShop and show us games from like the GameCube era, and was gonna probably take, and if they do that, if they go that route, was gonna take that whole thing and they start announcing, oh, we're gonna also be releasing 3DS games on the Switch via our eShop. That will probably save them from that whole big segment that they're gonna do with their online subscription.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing, like I was saying prior, the only thing I like about their online is the pricing that they have. The highest price I think they said was like $30 for a year or some shit.
That's like 20, 25.
Yeah.
Alvin, can you double check for that? Can you double check that for us, please?
Wait, one more time. What?
Can you double check what their online subscription is going to be? I think it's 25 for the whole year, if I'm not mistaken. Or I think it's 20, if I'm not mistaken. 20 for the whole year.
I think it's $20.
I think that's the highest that they're asking you for, is $20 for the whole year, which is not bad. For what I was stating before, that their online runs smooth.
What else did you have for Nintendo besides the stuff that I mentioned?
What
I know there was more than that, especially during their E3 conference.
All right. Real quick. So, online, pricing plans for the Switch. A month is $4, 3 months is $8, and a year is $20. This is for individual membership. Okay, so it's like one per each Nintendo account holder, or you can pay $35 to give a year subscription for you and your family. So it's up to, you can invite up to 7 other people to join in that.
I think that's how many profiles it holds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Are you thirsty?
Oh, you have no idea, man. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for Smash. You guys know I'm big on Smash. I'm waiting. I hope. This is the thing, because yeah, if I don't smash my Switch for Smash, is gonna definitely be for Dark Souls, which sadly got pushed. But yeah. So aside from speculation, what we're planning to do with this podcast is also say the things that we hope for. So what I hope for is for them to give us a definite date for Smash.
War Peace. That's what I hope for.
Yeah. War Peace. No more hunger.
I feel like that's definitely gonna happen. They have to. And my guesstimate is it's gonna be October or November.
I feel like it's gonna be the anniversary of when it first came out, which, if I'm not mistaken, it was September, I would like to say, for the Wii U and the 3DS version.
Oh, they're trying to take them all out.
Yeah.
September gonna be a packed. Oh man.
I feel like they're gonna announce that we in the United States, and as well as around the world, aside from Japan, for games like Pokemon Let's Go and for Smash Brothers, they're going to let us just buy the Switch without the port, which meaning price point might go down for that system. Aside from that, I think now is, I don't know, man. I bought mine day one. I got mine for $500. I bought mine day one.
Oh, you know what? What's crazy? I keep forgetting that at one point they had them drinks, and it was like $500 because you couldn't find the Switch nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I got mine day one, so I wouldn't know how cheap it is now. But I definitely see them if they're going to take this, if they're going to take this away, they have to drop the price. If they're not going to drop the price and they're going to keep it at the same price, then it's going to most likely be bundled with a game.
No, I think they're going to bring it down. I think it won't be bundled with any kind of game. I think it's just like, it's just going to be the handheld.
It'll be the Switch and the Switch and the charger, basically.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it's going to be.
Definitely a shout out to Crimson Void, the Lag King, and Ramboden.
Yes.
Shout out to NYC Majestic as well for always giving us feedback for every podcast.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys for all your love and support. Appreciate it. I actually put up a poll on Facebook. I'm asking if you guys should think that we should hold a live coverage for E3 for this year. So far, counting myself, we got people saying yeah.
You know what? Can you put up another poll?
What?
Who do you think is taking E3 this year?
Oh no, that I'll put
all
up.
Right. Let's do one now. While we're live. Put Nintendo brackets Sleepy Gary in it. Sony brackets music. Microsoft brackets Joker. I'm sorry we're giving you Microsoft, man, but
Okay.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Okay.
That's very depressing.
While Alvin works on that, True, what are your speculations, your expectations, and what do you want to see from Sony at E3?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Honestly, I don't mind what they currently have now. I mean, I guess you can say that I'm okay.
Well,
I like the way.
Give us a rundown of how you think it's going to play out then.
Okay, well, what I think is going to happen first is they're going to play Ghost of Tsushima because a lot of people need more info on what that game is going to be like. So Ghost of Tsushima, they're going to save Death Stranding for last. They're not gonna, like, I know some people probably would have been like, nah, they're gonna save The Last of Us 2 for last. Nope, they're gonna save Death Stranding for last.
I feel like
The Last of Us 2
games Sony is gonna show.
The Last of Us 2 is almost here. It's almost ready. But Death Stranding is literally just beginning. So Kojima had to like get some type of gameplay together for that E3 conference.
I feel like they're gonna break it down to the last 4 games at the very end. It's gonna go Kingdom Hearts,
Days Gone.
No, 5, yeah. Kingdom Hearts, Days Gone, followed by Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption 2, and then they're gonna top it off with Death Stranding.
I think it's gonna be more than that. I mean, I'm not only that, like I'm actually just happy that, you know, like a lot of people are mad because they're like, oh, they heard that that news from GameSpot and IGN when they were like how Sony said that they're not, like, please don't look too in depth of what GameSpot and them are saying. Like a lot of people don't understand what Sony is basically saying is this is it for the PS4. Like we've finally gotten, you know, to make all of these games possible. A lot of people don't know that. I think last year, 2017 April was their fiscal quarter. So what they did was any game that was being made after April 2017 into March of 2018 is going to also be on a new PlayStation system. So John Codera from the new PlayStation boss, he said that the PlayStation 5 is 3 years out. So if you take that into consideration, I feel like we may be seeing something PlayStation 5 related around 2020. Because it's too early. PS4 Pro only been out for like a year.
I think it is. I also think that is too early, but I think we might get a blueprint of what we might see at E3 of what will speculatively be the PS5. I feel like we might see like a blueprint or like a little rundown, like or just a mention like, oh hey, yeah, we're definitely working on that. And I also feel like what if they do mention the PlayStation 5, I feel like they're gonna mention it's gonna be a hybrid, the same way the Nintendo Switch is, but better.
Nah,
that's my speculation on that.
They're not doing that. They're not doing that. That's definitely not gonna happen. That's not where their money is. That if their money was there, they would have sold all of those Vitas, but they only sold well in Japan with the PS Vita. If you think about it, the PS Vita is only still selling well in Japan. It's not selling anywhere else because they took it off the shelves.
But I feel like now they got a base model where to work from.
Nah, they definitely.
You get what I'm saying?
It's not gonna happen. I promise you, it's not. I bet money it's not gonna happen. They'll probably make another system like another Vita, maybe, which is highly likely, but it's definitely not gonna happen.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because look at how much the PS4 has gone since 2013. They're almost at 100 million consoles sold. They can make around. I bet you they can make up to 90 million by the end of this year.
No, I can see that happening. All right.
And that's not even counting the fact that they still haven't given us sales numbers on the God of War stuff. So like the bundled systems that came with a copy of God of War, those have not been accounted for yet.
Yeah.
When they said that God of War made when they say God of War sold 5 million copies, that was only physical copies. They didn't count digital and they didn't count the bundles.
All right. So you don't have to curse at me. You don't have to curse at me. Okay.
Huh?
I get it. You don't have to curse at me. I get it.
Nah, what I'm honestly just thankful for is that they made it this far. Like a lot of people don't understand when the PS4 first came out, I knew myself because the same thing happened with the PS3. It takes a while for them to get their studios up to par because they're still playing with the hardware. And not only that, but look at Days Gone as a prime example. Days Gone was in development since 5 years ago when the PS3 was out.
Not only that, I love the fact that Sony stuck to what they wanted. You know, it was kind of Nintendo-esque a lot, where they were like, we're going to stick to single-player games. I don't care if, you know, because at that time, like towards the end of the life cycle of the PlayStation 3, I would like to say that multiplayer games was at the surface. You know, the Call of Duty-esque, Battlefield-esque kind of games. That's what was selling. And now it's kind of died down and dwindled to the point where people want the single player games, and this is where Sony that's the shit. You get what I'm saying? No one makes a single player game like Sony does. And I feel like they stuck by that, and now where people were hungry for single player games, story driven games, we got it with the PlayStation 4. But continue, man. Continue.
Nah, yeah, you're definitely right about that. Like I think you know what else it is? They learned their lesson not to be so damn headstrong and cocky from last gen. Last gen they really messed up, and they had to fix everything towards the end of the generation. Which I'm okay with, because you got gems like The Last of Us. Like honestly, I still have not played Last of Us on the PS4. I've only played it on the PS3.
I thought you were gonna say you never played Last of Us. I was about to punch my brother's laptop right now.
Man, you know that I had The Last of Us when it came out. Come on,
bro. Those first 20 minutes of the game, oh man.
Yeah, don't tell nobody about that. People still believe.
No spoilers, no spoilers. But those first 20 minutes, I'm telling you, bro, it's good.
And not only that, but I think it's just going. I think we might see maybe a few surprises, but the way Sony's doing things now, I think we can expect to see most of the heavy hitters at PlayStation Experience.
That's the thing too. That's the same thing.
So like, if you don't see anything related to Kingdom Hearts yet,
is because you're saving it.
What if they announce Kingdom Hearts release date? Or they like I feel like they might do something that might scare people. They won't announce the release date. They'll show gameplay at E3. But then when the Paris Game Show come in October, they'll announce a release date, and the release date just so happens to be the week after PS6 in December.
I feel like if they're gonna announce anything with Kingdom Hearts wise, it's gonna be another story trailer.
True, definitely.
And we'll probably see another world. And then I feel like
I'm bracing myself for something Star Wars related and Marvel related, since Disney now owns both of those IP.
Yeah.
So like I think we might see that, or maybe it'll come in like a free update, because we all know that Kingdom Hearts always have free updates. So that's something I'm curious to see. You know, if that's still.
I just hope we don't have to wait another 4 or 5 years, because remember, a year ago it was supposed to come out last month.
Last year, yeah, last year actually.
And I feel like now they're playing with our hearts, and it was heartbreaking.
No pun intended.
It was literally, I know, right? It was literally heartbreaking when I woke up. What is it? Is today the first or today the second? Today's the second. When I woke up yesterday and I noticed that it was June 1st and we still haven't gotten a Kingdom Hearts game, after we were promised that it was coming. I'm May.
Sorry, I have to put this out there because Mechi asked a perfectly good question. Why isn't the Joker added to the discussion?
Because I'm busy online. You know, like answering everybody's questions, doing things for other people. You know.
So there you go, Mechi.
He's back. He's back.
You know, I'm here. I'm listening.
He's back, and not only will he be back, we're about to give him the floor, and once True wraps up Sony.
Yeah.
I'm just happy with the way things are. I really do. I think they're gonna show some stuff that we least expect. Because I know there's still going to be, mind you, there's no more Vita at their E3 conference. They'll show it only at PSX. So what I think we're going to see is we're most likely going to see a lot of VR stuff, because about a week ago, they showed.
About a week ago?
I knew you was going to do that.
A week ago.
They showed, if you remember, they showed the new VR games that they announced, and also the week of play is coming. So the PSVR is going to be $299 and $199 respectively. So if you don't have a PSVR system, I definitely recommend you get one.
That's when I'll pick one up.
To see the reason why you need to purchase one, just go on YouTube and look for Alex the BX Kid. He be playing games like what's that? Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Oh, you know what?
VR.
You know what? I think one of the hidden things that Sony might show. I think Sony.
You know what I'm curious that might sell a lot of PSVRs? What if Sony comes out and says Fallout 4 is coming to the PSVR? That's all. That's it. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
With an update for Fallout 76.
Oh God, Fallout 76.
Yo, I say it 100 times. Bethesda could just take my money every single time. There's not been a Bethesda game I haven't played that I had to replay it over and over and over again. What? Why? We didn't even mention it. You just came out of nowhere.
I know.
But I will always buy a Bethesda game. I was hype as hell when they announced Fallout 76. Whether it's gonna be online or whatever it is, I don't care.
What I think Fallout 76 is gonna be like? Think ESO, but better.
I can see that. See that.
That's exactly what I see. So before we start talking about Bethesda and get off subject, I would like to hand the mic over to Joker XNYC.
Well, hold on. Wait, right before we get to the Microsoft thing, one last speculation that I think is going to happen with the Sony. I think they're going to show a new Batman game.
Nah, not Batman. Anything from Bethesda, but definitely not a Batman.
No, my bad. I got mixed up. Not Batman. Who worked on Arkham Knight? What was that company that they said?
Rocksteady.
I think they're going to show a game. I think they're going to show a game for the Sony. Because remember, they were going to work on another game, and we haven't heard nothing from that. I think it's going to be Sony E3. We're going to see what they're working on.
And what if they show? You know what they was working on at one point? They said they was working on a Damien game.
I could see that. I also heard rumors of a Green Arrow game. But I think that's going to be one of the hidden gems. Rocksteady's going to make a debut with Sony.
That would actually be pretty dope.
Oh, because they've been quiet for a while. They've been real quiet.
Yeah, they have been.
But yeah, let's toss it over to
she called you a lame.
Yeah, I know. I know. My own wife calls me a lame. That's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all right.
She's the one who lost at the end. You're like, haha, you lost anyways.
Right.
Let's toss it over to Microsoft now.
Handing the mic over to Mr. Nothingness, aka Microsoft.
Oh, damn. Actually, I'm about to talk to my boy, man. He voted for Nintendo, that fucker. Anyway.
Let's go. Gang.
Right. No, I mean, right now, what's going on with Microsoft? I mean, what?
Your voice sounds unenthusiastic about it. I'm sorry we gave you Microsoft. Like, every word you said was followed by you shaking your head.
Like, no. I'm trying to look. I don't know. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I'm trying to surprise myself. I haven't really been looking into anything.
Since this guy, the quote unquote Microsoft guy, doesn't know, I'll just put it out there. Apparently, Microsoft is coming out with 3 Gears of War games, another Halo, and Forza Horizons, not Horizon, Horizons with an S, Forza Horizons, and that's rumors that I heard. But that part with the 3 Gears of War, that kind of has me scared because it kind of reminds me of what they said a couple of weeks back. Remember they came out with a new Halo game that was for arcades?
Right.
So what if they like on some fuck Konami pachinko machines? What if Microsoft makes a pachinko machine of Gears? So you have to go to like arcade, like they're trying to bring arcades back. I don't know what's going on with Microsoft over there. But to me, it seems like this is the way things are. Nintendo has amazing quality games. Sony has great quality games, and they're doing better with their customer service as far as being able to listen to the gamer from what the PS3 was. And Microsoft just has good software and hardware.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucks because I'm a Gears person.
I'm going to talk about the software and hardware.
I'm a little excited about. There's a rumor about a new Fable game. Hopefully they announce.
Yeah, I love Fable.
Fable's a huge Fable.
Fable led me to Skyrim, which led me to loving Bethesda. Yeah. But fuck man, they don't got nothing. They don't have shit. Yo, I really thought Anthem was theirs.
No.
Like my speculation was gonna be a new Gears game because Anthem was their game and they didn't want like a new Halo game competing with kind of the same genre. But now that they don't have Anthem, I'm going to go back to my original speculation, which we'll probably get a new Halo game announced. I also speculate that they'll probably bring out Scalebound. I mean, they got no fucking choice. They got to bring it out.
Yeah.
They have to bring that game out. So this is something that I mentioned with NYC Majestic that, you know, he was like, yo, that would be cool. The one way that I could see Microsoft surprising everybody.
Oh, wait, here it is. For you,
Oh,
because I think you just talked about it, Sleepy Gary.
Yeah.
According to one of the leakers, Clobril, Fable 4 is in development at an unnamed studio in the UK. Meanwhile, Forza Horizons 4 is in development and will be reportedly set in Japan this time around. Halo 6 will feature Battle Royale mode similar to PUBG. What else? Yeah, like the game, simply upping the player count from 24 players to 64 players in Warzone mode. That was introduced in Halo 5. Clobril makes some other surprising claims about future Xbox games. According to Clobril, a new Perfect Dark game is in development as part of the collaboration between the Coalition and an unspecified second studio. What's surprising about this news is that the new Perfect Dark will reportedly feature a third-person perspective instead of the first-person viewpoint.
That's what you would bring out a rare Perfect Dark?
Currently one of the biggest Xbox One games already announced for 2018. Will support 4-player co-op. Sadly, Microsoft just Microsoft just canceled all of people's Crackdown 3 pre-orders. So people assume that, you know, they canceled Crackdown 3. But guess what? Crackdown 3 has been delayed yet again to 2019.
Yeah, 2018 and 2017 got no love.
Yeah, this is the fourth time, if I'm not mistaken, fourth time it's been delayed, or third time.
The fourth time.
That's a lot of delay.
It is. I mean, and they haven't even announced like why they're delaying it too. Like not even like a polish or anything.
They did not announce it at all.
They're just like, oh, it's delayed again. That's it. Like, okay.
Also, I always feel like unexplained delays have to do with like the game is ready, but their window of when they want to release it, they don't know if something else is going to compete with it.
Nah,
that's always my thought in the back of my head.
I definitely go with what you said, Gary, but I don't believe it one bit, and I'm gonna tell you why. Look at Sony and Nintendo. Yes, Sony releases their games at the beginning of the year. Nintendo just don't give a fuck. They'll release Smash Brothers in between Spider-Man, Lara Croft,
Nintendo is so brazen. They'll release Smash during October with Red Dead. They don't give a shit.
Still outsell them. They don't care. That's the thing about Nintendo. They just don't care.
I'm sorry. That's definitely not gonna happen. I won't be surprised if it does, but that's definitely not gonna happen.
Yes, it will. Well, not in the terms of units, but I feel like in the terms of clout, I feel like they'll win that. Like if they were to release Smash the same time around Red Dead Redemption, people will literally sit. I don't care. People will sit in the store and be like, "Yo, will I buy Red Dead Redemption or should I cop down and get this Switch and Smash?"
I think more people will live stream Switch on Twitch, and I think more people will be live streaming Red Dead on YouTube. And I know that's
not to do with anything.
But I think that because a lot of YouTube personalities don't want nothing to do with Nintendo on YouTube because
Nintendo don't like YouTube. After what they did to Smash, the last one when they gave.
Because when YouTube is trying to put up a game review of anything Nintendo related, Nintendo takes 90% of their revenue. I wouldn't want to put that shit up either.
No, it's not. It's not only that. It's also comes down to the fact of what happened with Sakurai's game. You know, Sakurai with Smash for the for the Wii U? Yeah, Smash was it the Wii U? No, Smash for the Wii. That had a story mode, and people were allowed to put cutscenes on YouTube, and it wasn't flagged or wasn't like. I remember when I was doing the God of War video, I was afraid that most of the cutscenes were gonna get flagged, and we even got that email saying, "Hey, you know, it wasn't until the fact that they saw the video and they actually liked it that they allowed it to happen. They didn't have that safety point with Nintendo games, so anybody could post up any cutscenes, which takes away from what Nintendo tries to sell, that nostalgia. You know, what's the whole point of you going out to buy a Nintendo game if you could just see all the cutscenes on YouTube? When you will have another game like, let's say, like like any other big game with cutscenes, and it'll get flagged, or like it'll get copyrighted. There wasn't that same level of privacy. So that's why I feel like Nintendo kind of doesn't fuck with YouTube anymore. And I feel like they'll and they benefit from Twitch anyways. But
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of hard to like. I really
that all comes down to opinion, people. That's what I think.
Yeah, it does. At the same time, like those are both popular games, so it's really, like I said, it's going to be really hard because Red Dead is coming out on 3 established systems already: PS4, PC, Xbox. There's a lot of people who've been waiting forever for Red Dead Redemption.
So when it comes to Microsoft, I feel like they're gonna bring Scalebound, because I was hyped for that. I really was. I was hyped for Scalebound.
What's really sad? The fact that we talking about Microsoft while this guy over here sitting over there.
I know, right? He's over here muting us and everything.
No,
He's a family man, people.
I'm over here a little bit. I'm pissed off.
Like you got stuck with Microsoft, I would be too, man. I would be too.
No, I'm so fucking mad because right now in the poll, fucking music is winning.
Really? Sony's taking it?
Sony's taking it. Yeah, on Facebook.
I gotta put in a vote right now.
To make things even worse, my own fucking wife is on the Sony side. So,
all right, people. This is the thing.
You know what I'm saying? We bought that Mechi gang.
Sony's not taking it, people. Sony, we know what Sony's coming out with. Sony is gonna probably have like a good 3 or 4 surprises under their belt that we mentioned at this podcast. Nintendo's the one. Nintendo's the one that's gonna be doing that.
Wait, Gary. At least you're not losing. Look who's losing.
Yeah, I know. I voted for myself too. That's fucked up.
He voted for himself.
I voted for myself.
I'm about to hop on right now. I'm about to vote too. Like I'm
the only vote, and I voted for myself.
For those of you who are in our Gaming Cult Facebook page, just make sure you guys vote. Vote, please.
Come on,
vote
man.
For Nintendo.
Support me, man. What the fuck?
There we go. Now we winning, boy. Because I just voted too. I'm not playing.
Come on.
I'm not playing Nintendo all day, boy. I'm telling you, Nintendo's gonna kill it. Honestly, Nintendo don't even have to show games. All they have to do is show 2 new characters for Smash, and they'll kill it.
Why
don't play around with me, boy. Don't play around. You understand that 1 new character is on the level of like 3 Sony games? Stop playing.
1 new character in the level of Sony games.
Yeah.
You know, it's the sad part. No one's voting for Microsoft except for.
I'm voting for myself.
Okay. Let's get serious real quick, because I'm about to say something that is gonna be really crazy. Like, not even. I will even go down to New York style. It's gonna be real brazy. The one way Microsoft will come out with the biggest surprise, since they're really big in like PC, making a PC cross. If they announce that aside from the Xbox marketplace, they will also have available a Steam marketplace on the Xbox console.
Nah, that's not all. If they announce that Xbox Live is going to be free.
Oh yeah, that's right. And there was a rumor about that. There was a rumor about that
they were. It wasn't a rumor specifically from Microsoft, but it was that they might go. They might go free because that's the only way they'll be able to. I don't know if this makes sense, but that's the only way they'll be able to put stuff on Steam or some shit. Oh shit!
I feel like if they do that, if they open up an app where you could buy Steam games and play it on your Xbox, remember Xbox is basically it will be a hybrid PC.
It is a Steam on X is though. They will only
cross-play and all that.
I feel like they can only do it for the Xbox One X, just because it's the most powerful.
Which will give them what reason for people to upgrade to an Xbox One X?
Exactly.
That'd be pretty.
And then they top it off. They top it off with a nice little cherry on top and show a nice little trailer of Banjo-Kazooie. That's it. I mean, they can't. If they're gonna dive into Rare, they can't just be bringing perfect dark. That can't be the only thing they bring out of Rare.
You imagine?
They gotta bring Banjo-Kazooie. I mean, Sony debuting. They're gonna definitely show Spyro.
Yeah. So yeah.
So Microsoft has to bring out Banjo-Kazooie too, unless, which is also rumored, that they might just hand it over to Nintendo and for Smash, because the rumor is we might see Crash Bandicoot in Smash. That's a rumor. So if they're doing that with Crash, Sony goes ahead and gives them Spyro. Microsoft could go ahead and go in there and, you know, throw in Banjo-Kazooie, and we could have an actual like console Smash battle. But I feel like if Microsoft was to do that, you know, announce, we have the Steam marketplace on our system.
That'd be some crazy shit.
Look, think about it this way: they already have having an update process. Discord. The only thing is, on Discord, when you have the app open, you can only see what your friends are playing. So I think honestly that they should get rid of the Xbox Live Party Chat app and just integrate it all with Discord.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, if they can, that should be their marketplace. They should say, you know what, you know what, even if they could kill it a little bit, say if you have an Xbox One S and an Xbox One X, you'll be able to download this app, and then boom, it plays in the back, Steam, and you have that whole entire library of all those games from Steam.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Or even, you know what else? Because this just popped into my head right now. They go ahead and say that Oculus is compatible with the Xbox One X.
It's already compatible.
Oh, yeah. Oh damn! I don't even know.
Yeah, it's been compatible since the OG Xbox.
Oh shit! I don't even know.
It just looks stupid.
The more you know. I didn't even know that. I got hyped, but then if I got hyped for that and it didn't even help the system, then you know, what is Microsoft gonna show?
That's fine.
Because I mean, they moved away from where E3 is being held and got their own little stadium. They have to have something. Like, it has to be on like, imagine Microsoft goes ahead and announce, we have this new IP. It's Half-Life 3.
That'd be crazy.
Bro, I'll buy Xbox One X right then and there.
Oh,
on to Nintendo, ladies.
On to Nintendo. I feel like that's it. I mean, now we could move on to Ubisoft, talking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I already know what Ubisoft is doing, so it's no biggie.
I told you, Nintendo's taking it, bro. Nintendo's taking it. Nintendo is Jiren. He just stepped into the battle.
Nintendo's Jiren.
That's where you mess up, Gary. Nintendo is only a part of the big three, which is Microsoft and Sony. I'm not talking about Microsoft and Sony. Now I'm talking about the Ubisoft, the EA, the Activision, the Take-Two Interactive. Okay. I'm talking about those people now.
Okay.
So as far as
Nintendo,
Ubisoft,
all right, Nintendo does have. I feel like they should, a big part of the E3 should cater to third party. I also feel like they should also cater to the last living sport that still hasn't been announced yet, which is Madden. I feel like Madden will flourish on the Nintendo Switch. Imagine taking football with you anywhere. Somebody talking trash, and you just go ahead and throw on a game.
As far as Ubisoft is concerned, Beyond Good and Evil 2, The Division 2, Skull and Bones, and maybe we'll get to see a new Splinter Cell and gameplay from the new Assassin's Creed, which is supposed to be set in Greece.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty interested in the Division Part 2.
Oh hell yeah! I wonder if it's gonna still be in New York though, or if they're gonna put it somewhere else.
Nah, they're probably still gonna keep it in New York. They're probably just gonna open up the boroughs or something.
That would be, that would be good. Yeah, that really would. As far as Bethesda's concerned, they already revealed Rage 2. Maybe they'll announce some new updates for ESO. Another Doom 2, maybe some stuff for Prey.
Yeah. And
small updates.
Bethesda, we're gonna see gameplay. We're gonna see what Fallout 76 is.
But you
That's
can't
gonna
talk
be the
about Fallout 76 yet without talking about Fallout Shelter and that other game that's on PC. It's Fallout Shelter that they probably give updates to. And you know that first-person shooter game, Alvin?
What?
That they showcased at the E3 last year, but you haven't heard of it yet? I mean, you haven't heard any more from it just because it's on PC Early Access?
Oh, it's about Hunt?
No, not Hunt. The other one. It's another one.
Google is your friend.
Right? Google is my friend.
You're asking a man with 2 kids to remember something like off the bat.
Unreal Tournament.
Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, they announced another Unreal Tournament last year, and they put it on Steam Early Access. So I think it's in the BattleNet, but that's the BattleNet or something. You had
Unreal
the
Tournament, nigga, what? Like, you understand that Ed Boon started talking about that we might see another Mortal Kombat. You over here talking about Unreal Tournament?
Mortal Kombat has nothing to do with Bethesda. I'm talking about Bethesda.
Yeah, but it's gonna get shadowed by whatever Ed Boon is gonna show. So if that's what Bethesda is gonna be banking on, it's not. The absolute last thing Bethesda is gonna show is the new Elder Scrolls. I'm calling it now.
I'm confused because I'm like, what does Ed Boon have to do with Bethesda? Ed Boon's game is published by Warner Brothers Interactive.
What I'm saying is that that's not a game that Bethesda is gonna give time to. Unreal Tournament.
There's also their new IP that was supposed to be like a battle royale type game too, called Starfield. So that's another thing to look forward to.
That I could see, yeah.
That and Fallout 76. Let's get to the meat of this.
Oh.
So Fallout 76 was rumored 2 weeks ago. Then it was announced a week ago, and now we're talking about it now.
Yep.
Which
how everything went.
Which, by the way, if this was gonna be their bread and butter, they wouldn't have announced it the way that they did. They would have waited until E3 like they did with Fallout 4. Meaning we got something bigger to see at E3. But Fallout 76, I feel like we're gonna see gameplay. We're gonna see what Fallout 76 is truly gonna be. You know, the fact that they've only released a little tiny bit of information saying that it's gonna be online. I see it going to like ESO. I could see that happening.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like they might. I feel like I feel like the reason why Nintendo announced Pokemon Let's Go is to get in front and be called the first game to integrate a app into their game. And I feel like somehow Fallout 76 is gonna work out with Fallout Shelter.
That would actually be a good idea if that does.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the only reason why Nintendo did it, because they wanted to be like, yo, I'm first. But I feel like that's what I feel like that's what Fallout 76 is gonna be. I mean, imagine being stuck in a Fallout shelter where you and your friends, conducting experiments and growing food and actually surviving in the wasteland.
Yeah.
Check the chat.
I feel like the last thing they're gonna do is they're gonna show Elder Scrolls.
Like an update for ESO? Or you mean Elder
Scrolls? The new Elder Scrolls. The new Elder Scrolls. I feel like that's gonna be the last thing that they show. Like they did with Fallout. They're gonna do that same thing. They're gonna be like, oh, it's ready for 2019.
Yeah.
And of course, because they added their modding little app thing, they're gonna be like, and you can mod the game to your full extent as much as you want. But let's take it away with something else, because we're running deep with this podcast. Mind you, people, it's been a while since all three of us have been together in a podcast.
Yeah, it has been a while.
It's been a while, but it's a good while because this is almost hitting the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, we got to get off.
So we're fighting.
Yeah,
we're fighting.
Look, Gary LaQuisha Jones, what games have you been playing?
I just finished Detroit Become Human. It was an amazing game to experience. If you like games like the Telltale games, if you like games like Beyond Two Souls, as well as Heavy Rain, definitely pick it up. Follows a lot of social injustice. It It's a great. It has the highest.
It's really good. Because if it's really good, then
it's not. It's not $60 good.
Okay.
But it's not $60 good. But what I can say is this game has the highest replayability I've ever seen in any game. Like today, I'm gonna go pick up my girlfriend from work, and I'm bringing my PlayStation to her house so she could play through it. That's all I've been playing, and Hyrule Warriors.
I heard that Detroit Become Human. I heard that like it has like so many different outcomes and all that stuff. Like
a lot of outcomes. Not only outcomes, it has a live AI as the menu system.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's something they never mentioned until you finally open the game and you have an AI. Well, basically an Android speaking to you.
That's crazy.
Which, like, depending on your first outcome, it's really good. I don't want to spoil nothing out of the game. Just play it when you go into each character, because it splits up into 3 characters. Play it as you would if you were in the game.
Yeah.
That actually sounds really good.
It's like State of Decay. I've been playing State of Decay 2 a lot, and like none of us will have the same character, or if we do, they will not have the same traits. So depending on what's going on, we're never in the same exact storyline. So like the storyline, there really is none until you make a person a leader. Then they technically have a storyline. So once you complete your storyline, you complete the game. But other than that, like it's all over the place.
Yeah, I'm dying to play a good zombie game. Oh, I know we're wrapping everything up, but Dead Island 2, do we think it's gonna make a debut?
Dead Island 2. I don't know.
Remember, we got a trailer like 3 E3s ago, and still nothing. But they're still working on the game.
Yeah. Dead Island.
But yeah. True. What you playing, man? Well, what you playing? What you watching?
Well, I've been playing God of War still.
You gotta hurry up, man.
Nah, but it's fun to me. It's too much fun.
You got the Infinity Gauntlet yet?
Huh?
You got the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah, definitely. But let me segue into something else. But I will say I'm getting ready to switch off of God of War and play some of these new games that I bought, just because I heard good things about them. So I'm gonna go into the sales and specials segment of the podcast.
I would love to see you actually play Dark Souls Remastered.
Dark Souls Remastered.
I would love to see true like
Xbox sales. These are the sales for Xbox gamers. Games with gold. This week's digital game sale.
Yeah, they got nothing for me there. I guess my Xbox is sitting best.
Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself.
That's those. But we also have a Warner Brothers sale in the PlayStation Store. Mortal Kombat XL is $9. Batman Arkham is $20. Return to Arkham is actually $9. Wow. Dying Light Enhanced is $17. Look at the Lego game prices. You see, you already see half of that stuff is purchased. Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year. Injustice 2. Lego Jurassic. Like, there's a lot of freaking sales on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
And last but not least, the PlayStation Plus deals. So I already bought A Way Out, and I also bought Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered. Assassin's Creed Rogue right now, folks, if you haven't noticed, is $20, and A Way Out is $17. I mean, it says purchase, but that's what I purchased it at. Those are the prices. Yakuza 6, which just came out, is an amazing game. When I finish these two here, I'm definitely purchasing this to play. That's a game that I definitely want in my backlog because it's a Japanese version of GTA, basically.
Yeah.
Apex Construct, don't know what the hell that is. The Art of Fighting Anthology, this is good. Arizona Sunshine for VR, that's good. Portal, but I would definitely stay away from this Bubsy and the Woolies. I mean, it is worth $9 though. So if you guys, if any of you wanted like a Sim City type game, City Skyline is on sale. The season pass is $27. Everything else is sold separately as well at $7.99, but the game itself is cut at what is it, 50%? I don't know what the sale price of it is because I bought it already. But the premium edition is $34.99, so I'm assuming this one might be $25 or $24.99.
Yeah, that could be right.
Devil May Cry HD collection at $20. UFC 341. Dragon's Dogma was $17.99. Purchase that too. So in case any of you want another decent Capcom game, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, that's also co-op.
Man, I really wish I could. I had my old file, man, for my Dragon's Dogma. I miss
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. That's on sale for $7.
After you mentioned Devil May Cry, supposedly is rumored that we might see Devil May Cry 5 make an appearance at E3 as well.
Yep, you're not lying about that.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Word to Big Bird. Say it with me. Word to
And
Big
remember, it said 5, meaning they learned from their mistakes, rebooting.
Hashtag your.
Hashtag your down the bottom. Again, that's YERRRR exclamation point.
I guess a lot of stuff that's on sale if you guys see. So you'll have something to play. I definitely would recommend you guys get it. It's you know, huge sales. Very huge sales.
Special guest.
Huge sales. IUGE, huge.
Look at that special guest.
Yeah, he turned 1 last Saturday.
Happy birthday. Woo!
And what animes have we been messing with? Me, lately, it's been Bungo Stray Dogs.
For me, 7 Deadly Sins, Black Clover, and My Hero Academia, like always.
Yeah.
I'm still on My Hero. I'm still on My Hero, Black Clover, but I just got into 7 Deadly Sins, so I had like I don't know if I was the only one that was experiencing this issue, but I think it was mainly users who had an iPhone 10 or iPhone 8 Plus who couldn't sign properly into their Netflix account.
iPhone
no, they were just being racist against you. They saw your name like
just me. My friend had an iPhone 8 Plus, and he couldn't sign into his account at all. And then his wife, who has the iPhone 8, was able to sign in, no issues. And my other friend Letitia, she was able to sign in. Shout out to the Westfield gang. She was able to sign in with no issues. So, that's it.
They just don't like you, man.
I've been doing Black Clover, Grand Crest War, and
ooh, that's another one that I have on my queue list.
Yeah, and
I think it was because of you. I think you was talking about it in the Oculus one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you was telling me that's something you was checking out that you wanted to see, but you just haven't had the time.
What's the name of that one?
Grand Crest War.
Also, check out Darling Franks.
Listen, just in case, guys, if you guys have Crunchyroll, I recommend cutting it off and joining a VRV. It's made by
I've heard a lot about Verve.
And Verve, if you pay the premium one, I think it's like a couple of dollars more than what you would pay for premium for Crunchyroll. You get so many more channels.
Don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this. But if I'm not mistaken, when Dragon Ball Super was releasing episodes, Verve was the first place people were getting the episodes from. For Crunchyroll.
Yeah. Mind you, it's a Crunchyroll app. Like Crunchyroll made that app, but it's just crazy. It's like it's a yellow with like a black V in the middle. One
thing that they do that I love is I think they have the countdown to the next episode.
Yeah.
Like if you're caught up, they'll be like, 5 days, 3 days.
Verve is a platform to watch watch the stream and stuff like
really. He's like, what's the Verve? I would hate to live with you.
What's a Verve?
Just walking by your door. What's the verb?
Bird's the word.
What's the verb?
Oh man. All right, guys. So we're done.
It was fun, people.
It was seriously fun. Though, I do thank everybody for joining our live stream.
Like
for the
always,
Gaming
yes.
Cult episode 13 podcast. And
subscribe,
this
subscribe,
was
subscribe, subscribe,
Yeah,
subscribe,
and share.
everybody
Please,
from
listen.
the other page, please subscribe.
Yeah,
This is
shout
our-
out.
Share,
Shout out to everybody in the party chat, and I mean in the chat for the YouTube. I'm so tired right now. I'm burnt out.
He's not tired. He's got old man
Tag
syndrome.
your friends,
Okay.
and be like, yo, they're speculating about E3. What do you think? You know, and if we're wrong, call us out on our BS.
Yeah, hell yeah, please.
We are
please.
completely engaged with you guys.
Criticism, we appreciate it. We appreciate constructive criticism. Negative,
And you'll definitely get a shout out for criticizing. Like NYC
yeah.
Majestic, he always criticizes us. He hates Shashan because he be hating on Nintendo. But you know, we give out shout outs too. You know,
shout
don't
out
be
to
afraid.
everybody in the chat. Thank you for being interactive with us. Thank you for being patient. Everybody on the Facebook page, shout out to you guys too. Thank you for supporting apparently Sony. That freaking poll.
Also, make sure you pray
Holy
for
crap.
Louisiana.
You guys are neck and neck.
Pray for Louisiana.
Pray for Louisiana. Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just hot as hell in Louisiana. So just pray for them.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it works out. They have good food, so they got to settle with the heat. I feel like it evens out.
They got West Nile virus down there. And thoughts. Lots of thoughts.
Oh, shit.
This ended on a weird note.
Yes, it did. So on that note,
he said it proud. Said it with his chest. Said it like a Bronx dude.
have a good one, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Oh, join me. Join me. Subscribe to me. Add me. Everything. Joker XNYC.
Subscribe and follow us on all the social media platforms. Like I somebody, all you big boys. And have a good one.